Okay, so where did we stop in the previous definition? We displayed hello sir and hello madam depending on which radio button is selected by the user. So let us continue from there. In this definition, what we are going to do is, if the user has selected the male option, we are going to switch the selection to the female option. And if the user has selected the female option, we will change it to the male option. So the HTML section remains the same. No changes. We are going to make sure that one of the radio button, we are taking the first one as checked. So in the ABC function, what we would do is, first step, we would check which radio button is checked. So if the first radio button is checked, what do I want to do? I want to make sure that the next radio button is checked. So I'm going to use the checked property. It is an editable property, which means that you can assign it a value. And since checked requires the Boolean values, we can assign the value either true or false. Make sure you don't put in the double quotation because it is not a string, it's a Boolean value, right? So what do I want to do? If the 0th radio button, that is the male radio button, is checked, I want to make the female radio button checked, which means it will uncheck the male radio button. So I'm going to make this as true. Likewise, if the male radio button is not checked, obviously it's the female radio button checked. So what will we do? We will change the selection of the radio button of the male option as true, right? So if the 0th radio button is checked, we'll switch it to the first radio button, that's the female one. If the 0th radio button is not checked, we'll switch the selection to the 0th radio button. Checked property returns a true or a false, as well as it can be assigned a true or a false. If you assign a value of true, it means that you are trying to make that option selected. So let us try the definition here. So that's the male and female option. By default, male is coming as selected because I've written the checked property with the first radio button. So let me see, if I click this button, automatically the selection should switch to female. Yes, it is working. So again, if I click, it should automatically switch to the male option, right? You can see it is switching between the male and the female option. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.